When we wake up, our minds are racing at 150 miles an hour with thoughts both positive and negative. And armed with this uncertainty, we reach out for our smartphones to browse social media or to check the news so that we could feel good and safe with these cheap dopamine hits. The morning starts with overthinking and a bunch of useless information. And during all this chaos, we forget to take a second to pause and reflect that how are we actually feeling? So, I want to ask you this. How would it feel to start your morning slow and still? A morning with mental clarity instead of mental clutter. Well, this is what I have been chasing for the past 3 years, to start my day with stillness and clarity so that I have a better chance of winning the day rather than just empty scrolling social media. And in search of this stillness, I found a practice that works for me. The morning pages. History is filled with people, successful and unsuccessful, who have maintained a diary. And morning pages are a way for me to nibble down all my worries and anxieties so that I can start my day with a clear state of mind. So, every morning I sit with my journal and write down anything and everything that is going on in my mind. Whether it's frustration about the lockdown or insecurities towards my career. And if I don't know where to start, I will just start with the prompt, today I, and let my mind wander from there. The idea is that when you write your thoughts on paper, your thoughts have an external place to live. Instead of worrying vaguely about something, now you have defined your thoughts on paper. So they don't live inside you anymore, and thus it is easier to work on them. You start noticing certain behavior patterns. When you document your thoughts over time, you start noticing certain behavior patterns. For example, in class 10th, I used to lose my temper a lot, and but I had noticed that every time I was about to lose my cool, I would start shaking my legs violently. So the next time, to avoid this lose of anger, I would just control my legs and I would just try to calm down my legs, which eventually controlled my anger. It feels good to look back. It's a good reminder of your past self and how you have evolved over time. A still mind. When you put all your thoughts on paper, after some time you would have nothing to write about. And thus nothing to overthink about. And this will be an indication on your path to stillness. And when you reach this place, this is where all the creativity comes out and you can sit down to do some deep work. This is the state where I am ready to take on the day with a clear and still mind. I have been practicing morning pages for about a year now, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So I hope you give it a try too. I hope that tomorrow morning you sit with the journal and write down anything and everything you want to write. And if you have any questions, I would love to hear them in the comments. Until then, I will leave you with a question. How can I slow down to speed up? Think about it, and I will catch you up in the next one.